Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Kyatholana with the evening news. The headlines: Nagaland government becomes opposition-less, forms Nagaland United Government. High-powered committee for COVID-19 announces unlock Phase 5 till 2nd of September. Deputy Commissioner Mon launches the Smoke-Free District Headquarter campaign. And Meghalaya government extends ongoing curfew in Shillong, agglomeration of East Khasi Hills district for another 24 hours. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is going on, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also to help others to get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011 2397-8046 and 1075 and state helpline number 1800-345-0019. And now the news. Following the decision of opposition-less government so as to facilitate the Naga political issue, NDPP, BJP and NPF, including 2 independent MLAs, have signed a 5-point resolution for the purpose of actively facilitating the Naga political issue towards achieving inclusive, acceptable and honourable solution. Unanimously accepting opposition-less government, the new nomenclature of the government shall be called Nagaland United Government. The 5-point resolution stated that the political parties shall aim at promoting the Naga peace talks with positive approach in the greater interest of achieving peace and to move forward under a positive environment that is conducive towards finding a political solution at the earliest time possible. The political parties resolve to appeal to all Naga political groups to make serious efforts towards unity and reconciliation. Further, the political parties shall ensure unity of its members in the Legislative Assembly towards the issue and shall make all possible endeavours to achieve the objective. The political parties at this crucial juncture of the Naga political issue shall encourage and impress upon the Government of India and all the negotiating parties to bring about the solution to a logical conclusion at the earliest. The political parties resolve to stand together towards achieving the goal of acceptable settlement. High-powered Committee for COVID-19, HPC, has decided to go for Unlock 5 till 2nd of September. This was informed in a tweet by spokesperson and advisor Mhollomo Kikon. He said, during the Unlock 5, additional measures include 100% attendance for government officers and 50% for other government employees. Kikon also informed that gymnasiums will open with 50% attendance. It may be mentioned that the Unlock 4 imposed by the government will end on August 18. Deputy Commissioner Mon Tavasilan K today launched the Smoke-Free District Headquarter campaign. The campaign was launched during the district-level coordination committee review meeting. Tavasilan stressed on the importance of making people aware about the harms of passive smoking and expressed hope that through the campaign, people smoking at home would be made aware of the harm that they are causing to their loved ones. With 11 schools in the town declared as tobacco-free, the committee also deliberated on making more educational institutions and schools across the district tobacco-free. Meghalaya government has decided to extend the ongoing curfew imposed in Shillong agglomeration of East Khasi Hills district for another 24 hours, citing law and order situation. Following a meeting with cabinet ministers and top officials of the government at Shillong, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma told reporters that the decision to extend curfew was taken to prevent any untoward incident. The curfew will conclude at 5 a.m. on 18th of August and the internet suspension will continue for the next few days. He said that, based on the aspects of the series of events that has unfolded including the death of former General Secretary of Hindu Treb National Liberation Council in the recent bomb blast in Laitumkra market, the state government has decided to conduct a judicial inquiry. This news comes to you from All India Radio Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on our YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Minister for Transport, Civil Aviation and Land Resources P. Paiwang Konyak inaugurated the civil helipad at Wokha in the presence of MLA Dr. Chamben Muri. In his address, Konyak said the centre has allotted 90 crore projects for fixing wing aircraft with priority at every district headquarters. He urged the public to make utilize of the opportunity and also appealed to the public to contribute more land for the overall development. Nagaland has now 12 helipads with 9 operational and 3 under construction. The chopper service at Wokha will be available on Friday every week at subsidized rate of 24,960 rupees. The nation is remembering Bharat Ratna, former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, on his 3rd death anniversary today. He passed away on this day in 2018. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Home Minister Amit Shah, BJP President J.P. Nara, and other senior office leaders visited Atal Bihari Vajpayee's memorial Sadaiv Atal in the national capital this morning and paid their floral tributes. Later in a tweet, the Vice President said Atal ji was a visionary politician, brilliant orator, learned literator and veteran parliamentarian who devoted his whole life in selfless service to the nation. He added that his contribution towards nation building will always be remembered with respect. The Prime Minister recalled his warm personality, endearing nature, wit and humor, and his contribution to national progress. He said Atal Bihari Vajpayee lives in the hearts and minds of the citizens. Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio paid tributes to former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee on his death anniversary. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio in a tweet said Vajpayee's historic statement during his visit to Nagaland in 2003, recognizing the unique history and culture of the Nagas, was a defining moment in the relationship between the Nagas and the rest of India in our common quest for peace. Nagaland today reported 44 fresh cases of COVID-19, taking the total confirmed case load to 29,195. Mogokchung reported 15 new cases, 14 from Kohima, 11 from Dimapur, 2 from Paran and 1 each from Longland and Mon. Recoveries of 111 positive patients have also added the total recovered cases to 26,601, while COVID-19 death toll has mounted to 591 after reports of 4 deaths today. The state's active cases stand at 1,153. And Awang Konyak and Imlimaran Jamir were declared as winners of Nagaland Virtual Football Skill Competition for Boys and Girls category, organized by Department of Youth Resources and Sports. Results of the competition were announced yesterday by a jury of board basing on the techniques, execution, skills, accuracy, tricks and creativity. The competition was initiated in celebration of 75th year of India's independence, Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav program, which was held from 1st July to 14th August. It aims to provide platform for talented footballers and freestylers to show their skills virtually. Director of Youth Resources and Sports, Akamla Chuba, in her virtual message said a total of 21 participants took part in the competition, including 5 girls from different parts of Nagaland. To end the news, the headlines here again. Nagaland government becomes opposition-less, forms Nagaland United Government. High-powered committee for COVID-19 announces unlock Phase 5 till 2nd of September. Deputy Commissioner Mon launches the Smoke-Free District Headquarter campaign, and Meghalaya government extends ongoing curfew in Shillong agglomeration of East Khasi Hills District for another 24 hours. That's all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.